was
Was
it?
it?
I don't know.
I
But
don't think
either
it was
way,
the first.
Maddie didn't start learning this game very long ago at all, and their improvement's been very impressive. So only getting better. So
Hmm.
maybe even expecting a PB soon. And JRK, who has not been around recently, is out of retirement to join this tournament, and he's had a very strong showing. 100% for 100% on CE skip so far, so let's see if he continues that as both runners enter the stage.
Looks like JRK had a little bit of trouble figuring out where the A button was on his controller, starting about 8 seconds late. That is perfectly fine though. It's gonna get synced up anyways for the RTA sync at the start, because everyone likes a little bit of RTA sync. So, City Escape skip prediction. Do you think any of these runners will get it?
The JRK is gonna hit it, Maddie will not.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm reading from the script.
Oh, you're not supposed to. You're not supposed to admit this.
Mm, I did it yesterday, so people already know.
You've ruined everything, haven't you?
Unfortunately.
All right, looks like JRK is coming up. Oh, he missed it. Oh, looks like
Wow,
they both missed it. Wow.
that is really not what you expect to see from jrk9. Arguably one of the greatest CE skippers of all time. There's no evidence to prove that, but I just said it, so let's call it a fact. Um, so yeah, I thought that this match was gonna break open early for JRK because I was really confident he would hit it, considering how
Hmm.
consistent he is at the skip. But now it looks like we're gonna have a pretty even match for a while, assuming both of these runners can do this stage deathless.
I mean, it does definitely make. Oh, JRK falling down the building. Uh, anyways, as I was saying, yeah, it does make the match more fair. So I do like that. I do like it when both runners either hit or miss E-skip because I think it makes for a more interesting race personally. But it is always hype when someone gets it just due to the nature of the skip.
Right. When one gets it and the other doesn't, especially if it's a match that you really expect to be a close one, it's definitely disappointing. And I remember last year's tournament, uh, it was Master Kirk versus KD4, and KD4 hits CE skip, and then Kirk dies to Heath Pit. So it's like
Oh,
this was supposed to be a good match, and it just ended up not being.
yeah,
Um,
it's always the worst feeling when you see someone get ETHMAR'd. However, that does not mean the match is over.
Just
I
me?
believe earlier in this tournament, Epic Frog Skater got ETHMAR'd and won his match, also against Kurik,
yep.
ironically.
Yeah. Um, that was a fun match. I was on commentary for that one.
This
Yeah, that
game
was a
tag is
really
Wild.
boring.
probably one of the best matches of the
Finally
tournament.
decided to show up, eh?
So
Okay.
anyway,
Bring
we
it
have
on.
a 2-second differential here between JRK and Maddie. JRK having a 2-second lead. That could even change on this boss, or if not, we could see Maddie taking a lead in Wild Canyon. Just depends on RNG and execution and all that good stuff.
Yeah, it looks like JRK is actually going to take the lead as long as he doesn't mess up here because he is going for front box while Maddie is going for back box.
Hey guys,
And
take care.
front box is the faster method of getting this boss fight. Looks like about 4 seconds faster.
Yeah, and a lot of runners tend to do back box for a while, especially at this level. It's kind of a
Hmm,
stellar special.
that's true. I mean, to be fair, it is a very consistent strategy. So if you just want to get the boss over with, then you just
JRK
quickly
going
do
the wrong way
back box.
for
Oh no.
no world.
Having to break 3 of the rocks to figure out which piece he got. Oh, hello! Maddie with the free piece.
And okay, okay.
I found him.
Alright, JRK getting a 26, which is a pretty solid Wild Canyon. Looks like Maddie's kind of struggling to get his last piece,
Yeah,
but it
this
looks
is
like it's going to be
perfect.
about a 30.
Yeah, it wasn't
Still,
really.
very
Sorry.
solid time. Still.
Yep. Um. Yeah, Maddie had a little trouble with Bird Box there. Wasn't quite sure where it was, but on his way to it. So a little bit of mistakes by both runners in that Wild Canyon.
All right, let's see the hardest boss in the game. Will they get a 12 or not?
You know, I might be the only one in this tournament so far with the frame perfect Eggman 1. I don't know if anyone else does. And no one even commented on it either. I was a little upset about that.
Oh, did you actually? Wow.
Yeah.
What race did you get that in?
The only race I've done so far.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. I forget that you're Group B. All right, both runners entering the start of Prison Lane. Not really that big of a difference. It's mostly just the 8 seconds between doing backbox and the Wild Canyon. So it is still a pretty close race.
Still, it's 10 seconds easy change before we move to Shadow 1. Oh, well, you know, Patty dying and without even having a checkpoint. 24 seconds in Prison Lane, which is one of the harder stages to take deaths on, so I don't see any way he's making up any time on jrk here.
Yeah, Prison Lane is like one of those stages where you never expect to mess up on the stage, but when it does happen, it is the actual worst feeling, because it's like, how did you let this happen?
And you tend to see more deaths in top runners that go for a second rail jump, because it's really easy to not land on the rail, and if you don't land on the rail, you're gonna die.
Yeah, you really have to
really
be... You really have to be familiar with the timing to go for some of these jumps in Prison Lane, otherwise you're either gonna lose time to not doing it optimally, or lose the run.
It's looking like jrk is going to take about a 40-second lead, assuming everything goes well for Maddie, so the close race we once had has now been broken open.
It's true. This does not mean that it is over for Maddie, though, because not Green Force, Metal Harbor is up next, and I have personally seen quite a few chokes in Metal Harbor in these pools so far, especially with missile skip. Some people really just struggle with that.
And another really big death one could take in Metal Harbor is getting a bad loop jump and not getting on the Go Ring platform. That is a huge death because you have to do the whole rocket cutscene again, and that's a roughly... Oh, going back to that checkpoint, that's almost like a 30-second death. That's huge.
Yeah, it's one of the most... yeah, it's a really painful death. Probably one you'd want to see the least in a run. But Maddie does finish up Prison Lane, so he is going to be joining jrk in Metal Harbor. So there's still not the biggest difference. They are still going to be fairly synced up, at least in terms of what stage they're in, at least for a little bit. So this is still, I would say this is still a pretty fair shot at being a close match.
jrk grabbed the rocket at 58, so that's pretty good. A little bit of a rough ending there in the rocket section, but gets through okay. Maddie really forgetting to get the upgrade. That is...
Thought he was playing
wise.
New Game Plus.
Yeah, Maddie must have been practicing Metal Harbor with the upgrade on. I don't really know how else you make that mistake, but good thing they did not die. Really couldn't afford to go down another 30-some seconds to jrk.
Yeah, it would have been really bad. I didn't want to be the one to admit this, though, but I have actually lost a run because I thought I was playing New Game Plus at that part. I just thought the light dash was being the light dash, because sometimes the light dash can be really wonky. Not sure why.
Hey, that's
that blue hedgehog again, of all places.
Looks like a 110 rocket from Maddie, which is fairly solid, not as good as what jrk got. Not going to be saving any time on him, unfortunately, but still going to make it out of the stage pretty safely, it seems.
gonna be a full minute differential here, so um, and I don't think JRK is gonna go for wall run, so
So you're not
I don't think Maddie can expect much for deaths
Do you know
from
who
JRK
I
in Green
am?
Forest, but we'll see.
Green Forest can have some pretty unpredictable deaths, especially the one at the the last loop at the end. And I've even seen people mess up bungee skip. Sometimes you shouldn't, but it does happen, and it's very unfortunate when you do see it happen.
Yeah, and with that last loop skip, that's why you hope that, especially in a tournament setting, that runners grab that check right before they do um, the spin dash over the ledge to set up the loop skip, because that will save you very much time.
Yeah, of
Alright,
course.
JRK starting us off in Green Forest. Pretty smooth so far. Get the 14 check. Very nice, very
Fairly
nice.
solid. Maddie with the 1247 Shadow 1. I don't think that saved time. JRK did it?
I actually wasn't watching JRK's Shadow 1 fight, but JRK had several bad fights to Shadow 1 in this tournament so far, so he might have saved a little time. I'm not exactly sure. I'd have to go back and check.
Looks like JRK got the top spring nicely. Gonna save about, I think it's like half a second over not taking it. Oh! Okay. JRK going for wall run, unfortunately getting caught by the platform there.
I don't think he knows that you can spin dash there. You can do a spin dash and Sonic will go through where he's stuck and then you can continue the wall run. It didn't seem like he even tried, but of course I don't have audio on so I couldn't hear a spin dash. And also the fact that it looked like he jumped out of it. So he could have saved that for sure.
Yeah, it was definitely a weird situation. I've personally never seen that happen to too many people, so I would completely understand why you wouldn't know about that.
Yeah, and I don't think he's done many like streams of doing wall runs, so probably no runners are letting him know if that's happened to him before, but it happened to me several times and had some veteran runners say like, yeah, you can save that, so yeah.
Let's see if Maddie also goes for wall run. He does not. I'm not even too
Wow,
confident
really
that
make
Maddie
it.
knows it.
Yeah, I don't think Maddie knows it, and for most people that do know it, they usually give it one try because it's not too bad of a death if you just go right into the water. It's 5 seconds at most usually.
Yeah, it is quite literally right next to the checkpoint where you do it from, so it's not too bad of a death if you can afford to spend one life on it. More importantly, it's very easy to practice with checkpoints.
Yeah.
Looks like JRK went for the Twin Skulls check. I don't think he got it.
Yeah,
Oh,
I saw.
going to the wrong piece.
Wait. Oh, it was Skulls marked the spot. I just assumed it was fifth from the bottom or whatever, because of where he was going.
Yeah.
I just assumed that he knew. A little bit of a brain moment there. He's definitely well aware of it.
Alright, he got Sad-Eyed Pumpkin. Let's see if he goes to the right one. I believe if it's on Church, you have a better chance at getting the one that's closer to you or something. Oh, he got the farther one. Alright, looks like JRK is going to finish with about a 105. Let's see if Maddie can make up some time from there. Definitely very improvable. Definitely very much needed time save for Matty here.
And JRK acknowledging his mistakes in that stage by giving us the oops smile. But you know, Knuckles is when you take a long time off, there's a lot of things in Knuckles that can slip your mind. So I understand.
Yeah, especially piece locations, because memorizing all of those hint names and locations is very difficult. The movement might be kind of hard to get used to again, but I don't think it's still as bad as the decision-making part of it.
Maddie with the swag strat opting to not hit the switch to stop the train, just went for it. Knew where they were digging.
He did
Good
save
stuff.
about 14 seconds over what JRK got, so it definitely was worth the time save.
And you know, it really is just all about those small time saves. Like, you don't need to expect like a big 30-second time save, because that's really how Frog the other day chipped away at Kurek. Because Frog was like more than a minute behind after CE, and then you know just saved like 5 to 10 seconds on a bunch of stages, and then ultimately took a big lead over Kurek. So just really focus on those small time saves.
Yeah, of course. Even if you're like saving maybe like 1 second over your opponent, it is still time saving and it's still welcome. Because if you don't take that time save, then your opponent's gonna have it, and then your opponent's just gonna get further away from you, which obviously you do not want.
jrk had a shot of getting the cycle there. It would have been really tight, but I think he had a shot.
I think he was good. He definitely would have needed to pause over that, I think, for the height, but I think he still would have been fine.
It would have been pretty dope to see. Can't lie.
Yeah. It's understandable to not go for it though, especially if he's not too like confident with his pause hovers. I'm not sure how he is with mech movement.
Yeah, because now we got half cycle instead of maybe getting first cycle. So
Yeah, that's like an 8 to 10 second time loss right there. That he could potentially get. I don't know if. Oh, it looks like Matty did get 0 cycles, so he is gonna take time over JRK. Oh wait, no.
It's not 0 cycle.
Okay, so I didn't look at the timer. I just saw him going over there, and I popped off.
Yeah, the weight, like even if you don't look at the timer, the weight was way too high with.
Yeah. Okay. Look,
But yeah.
look. It's been a long day. All right.
Yeah, I bet. So some of us here are running on like 2 hours of sleep. It's all good. It happens. So yeah, Maddie's still gonna lose a little bit of time to JRK here, but you know, so that's what happens if you don't get 0. You can lose up to like 40 seconds on top of that, or more. Wild stage.
Looks like JRK didn't get a free piece, but did get a ping at the start, which is still pretty takeable, and got a nice piece too. Could be a pretty good set. Unfortunately, missing the wall run there.
jrk knows that you can spiral for that piece. You don't actually have to physically break the box, and getting a very nice P3, very solid set.
That is a very good set. Not sure how Matty's gonna get any better than that. It can happen, but the odds definitely. Oh, not even getting a ping. That is unfortunate.
We got a free piece back there, so that's Pog. Is that something other than a minecart? I'm not sure what this.
Yeah, not sure. It's hard to commentate Matty's hunting because
it's all right. I'm fluent in Spanish. Clearly, I guessed that right. So this is another really good set. What do we got here? Water level 2.
Ooh, this is actually a really good set as well.
Set.
They're pretty similar in sets. Honestly, I think if. Oh yeah, there was a restart. Unfortunate. Okay, so Matty is not going to be saving any time, but it is going to be about even, which is really all that you can ask for these Knuckles stages.
Yeah, I'm sure Maddie's not too upset about that set. All right, so now we got a good old Route 1 fun, and yeah,
it's an auto scroller.
and just keeping it a one-stage game. So
Yeah. So what are your thoughts on the race so far? Do you think Desert's gonna mess JRK up maybe? That he could swoop in.
Um, I don't see JRK having any issues in, or any major issues, I should say, in Hidden Base or Pyramid Cave, considering how solid he's played those thus far. He's had some shaky death chambers already, so maybe another one of those, and he's got a lot of lives to work with, so as long as he doesn't run out of those, I think he's still in really solid shape.
Yeah, definitely gonna need a King Boom Boo or Egg Golem mess up here if Maddie wants to really, catch up.
Considering JRK is still about between like 45 and a 1 minute lead on Maddie, it's gonna take more than a couple little mistakes to get ahead of him.
Yeah, still definitely not over. I mean, as I would say, it stops being a close race once both runners are officially always in different stages. If JRK was in Hidden Base right now and just finishing, that would be kind of a shutout. But I believe that with the way things are right now, it can still be pretty close.
Yeah, and especially with what we've seen from earlier today with the Nug vs Cryptic match. Cryptic was in nice position to win, but unfortunately, things can happen to even seasoned runners. So that's why we keep rolling till the end. Just
That's true. I
sometimes
mean,
sometimes people feel like they're really behind, really far behind, and they're just not.
yeah, that's true. I mean, I was certain that I was going to lose my races with Jazz and Papa Bear in my pool, and I ended up winning them, surprisingly, which was actually a super nice surprise. So yeah, anything can happen. You just gotta stick to it.
And JRK is very familiar with GC skip. It's what he does in all of his runs. So he really knows how to do that skip and not get dragged down very well. So getting through there with ease.
Yeah, definitely after you practice GC for a while, you get very consistent at it. It's a super nice and super safe skip, especially if you don't go for full hop because you're not losing time to either missing the pause numbers or just falling.
JRK not getting the pause hover to get him high enough to get on that.
Ooh. Maddie taking the restart, unfortunate.
Was it just to the first? I wasn't watching.
It was the first jump. It was like the first set of dynamite packs. So it wasn't too terrible of a death, but still definitely not something you want to see, especially in Maddie's position right now.
Yeah, JRK with a couple of mistakes so far himself, but no deaths, not 7 seconds of mistakes, so it's kind of looking like Maddie's going to lose a little bit more time.
Doing these jumps pauseless could be bad. If you're not good at double tapping that A button really fast, doing those jumps pauses could be really hard.
And I think JRK only does, kind of prides himself on only doing 2 pause hovers in Hidden Base, so definitely saves a lot of time over some people in Variant 1, because most people do more than 2. A lot more than 2 even.
Most honestly, the ones I see range, I've seen range from about 8 to 11 pauses in Hidden Base. It is a sight to see especially when you're retiming the run.
Maddie having some trouble getting up there. You do need a nice pause hover to get over that lip if you fall down, and he does get over eventually.
Looks like JK is going to get a 13 check, which is pretty solid.
129 check, and that's with the death too, so definitely JRK extending the lead.
Yeah, and doing these jumps with pause hovers, which is going to be losing some variant 1. Oh, Matty. Really struggling on these pause hovers here.
Unfortunate, not the hidden base that Maddie was looking for. But yeah, it's one of the tougher stages in the game.
Yeah, it looks like jrk is kind of cruising through Pyramid Cave. No major mistakes from what I've seen.
Yeah, 105 check isn't too bad, so I can't imagine there was many issues there for him.
Oh!
Well, and then there's one, but plenty of lives, and that's not too bad of a death, 7 seconds.
True. If you are going to die to Snake Skip, that is definitely the spot that you do want to mess up at, because that's... If you mess up at the end of Snake Skip, it is just the worst feeling.
So it's looking like jrk is probably going to get, with that, adding that death in, it's going to be about a 143, I think.
Not doing the last gravity bounce. Yeah, it's like a 147 or something.
I was a little off. I guess I had more faith in jrk to get a faster ending.
Barely made it.
To be fair, that last gravity bounce saves a surprising amount of time overtaking the boost, because the boost pad has that like animation that takes a while.
Yep, and there's a couple of those in Metal Harbors, so definitely want to not do those.
Yeah, looks like Maddie struggled to get on the rail here. Let's see, taking Golden Goddess.
I hope he saw roasted keys. Did he see roasted keys?
He did see it.
Did see it. All right, thank you. Yeah. Or he heard us say it.
It's true.
He might
Could be
listening.
on the stream right now, even though the delay would be way too long for that.
I keep looking at the actual Twitch stream instead of the stream, so that's not worth time. But Maddie,
To be fair, the Twitch quality is significantly better, I would say.
yeah, we're having a little issues on our end, but we're getting through.
jrk taking the death strats.
Yeah,
Yay.
jrk is assuming green for Golden Goddess, and that is very interesting because we'll lose a lot of time if you guess wrong.
Did fortunately guess right, and is going to be taking his new piece 3 and leaving Death Chamber with about, I want to say like that was a minute 10 something. Don't remember what time he died at.
This is perfect.
Neither do I. But Maddie, looks like Maddie got through MK without any deaths, so. But I'm not sure if he still. I don't think he saved time on jrk. But,
Who's there?
I don't even know what piece this is.
Yeah, I did not get to see that piece. Oh, right, he's in Spanish, so I wouldn't have gotten to see it anyways. Makes me regret not taking Spanish longer than the required amounts, but that is fine. Looks like it's gonna be a blue room. Is this Sniper?
Oh yeah, sniper. I knew it was one word. Like the Spanish word was one word, so obviously it's a piece. But I couldn't think of it. But a good piece won though.
Looks like jrk finished King Boom Boo with no struggles.
What a half.
At 38, nice time. Nice 1 cycle time.
Matty got Beauty and the Beast for his free piece. Not sure what that is.
Is that Angel's Ring?
Could be.
No, it's flat. Oh.
Oh, it's merry-go-round.
Huh. Wow, nice set. That was very
That
nice
is
set.
actually that's a very good set. Yeah.
Gets that sub 1 minute. Oh wait, no, he died. Never mind.
Yeah, he did death strats. Not
jrk
sure if
getting
he's
some poverty bounces going. This is very JRK fashion.
Ooh, oh no, jrk falling.
Right, he got back. No worries. It's weird to
Really?
see him miss poverty bounces though.
Yeah, really struggling with these poverty bounces right now.
Now struggling with holy.
Now struggling with the boss.
Yeah, big golem will do this.
Yeah, if you're not careful with that golem, he will ruin your day. You could be having the best run of your life, and that golem will just tell you no.
JRK able to weave his way around on the back and somehow stay on. That was pretty nice. Good save. Matty getting a nice cat boost this time. And now we're going to space.
All right, I don't think first try both is gonna happen.
No,
Just gonna say that.
yeah, and I think JRK is just hoping he doesn't have what happened yesterday where he gets stuck on the box 3 lives in a row. Never seen it happen 3 times in a row, not even twice in a
Ooh.
row.
Yeah, you definitely hate to see that. How unfortunate. No first try Botha. That is definitely very good for Matty, though. Which look. Oh, whoa! This egg golem is actually pretty clean.
Yeah, wow. That was very nice, Matty. Yeah, 36. You don't see many new runners getting times like that. Very
Yeah,
nice.
that's gonna save about actually over half a minute on JRK there. That's actually very good.
Yeah, so Matty does need a goal ring miss to switch this up. It's really all it would take.
That's true. Or JRK could really struggle in Crazy Gadget or Final Rush.
Yeah, it's not just coming down to this stage for sure.
Who knows? It could even, depending on how Meteor Herd goes for them, it could change in Meteor Herd. Not saying the odds are very good for that, but it could happen.
Yeah, I mean, who's to say Matty can't get the IL set? Who knows?
True.
I don't know.
I mean, you can get a time as low as like 18 seconds or something, and then you could get it as high as a minute.
Matty not getting a second try. That is really unfortunate. That's gonna lose about 12 seconds on JRK now.
Yeah, that is not what Matty wants to see right now. Oh,
Oh
I gotta
man,
do better next time.
oh no!
really struggling.
Only has 2 more attempts before he has to restart the stage too.
You got it, Matty. Just not
Ooh.
working for him. Oh, that angle wasn't good. That's why that one didn't work. I wasn't sure about the other ones.
All right, this is his last attempt. He does need to hit it this time, otherwise he does have to exit out for lives. Oh,
Okay.
and he gets out. Ooh. Bit of a
JRK with a
scare
good piece
there.
one.
Didn't see it. Was it Arc storage area?
Yeah, it was storage area. Can we get 3 tanks?
It's closer. 2 more left.
Twin stars. Pretty solid piece 2. Depends on your piece 3 though, whether it's gonna be good or not.
And he was about to go up there. I think he thought it was behind the star or something at
Ooh,
first.
JRK getting a little bit confused on where Twin Stars is. Middle of the road. Ooh, okay, this is actually a very nice set.
It's closer.
Like he remembers where this one is.
I found him.
A lot of runners know this piece because they use them a lot. Love that bottom to bottom. Matty clipping into
this
the
is perfect.
final tube to avoid missing the goal ring.
Very understandable. You definitely want to play for the consistency here, and I'm not sure if Matty knows that he is behind, so I I definitely agree with this. I would say if you're not confident with making your way into the goal ring from the back, then just click back in.
Good one. Your emerald.
Yeah, and Maddie opting to go onto the moving platform. You don't need to do that, depending on where you are floating, because you do get gravity, but you can also fall down.
Yeah.
But it does save time to opt out of doing going on the platform, even if you choose to flip in.
jrk grabbing 4 safety rings after each hit, still getting a 15 though. Very interesting ruse strategy. I've never seen anyone do that before, but hey, it worked.
Maddie getting Moon Above the Beacon, very, very good piece one of the best you can get.
Yeah, it's a very solid piece 1. Definitely still depends on piece 2 and 3. The full, you don't really know if it's a good set in Meteor Herd until you read your hint for piece 3, or piece 2, depending on if you got Floating Stone or not.
Give us Beacon, give us Beacon.
Not sure what that is.
Oh, use a meteorite. Wow, what a set.
That's
What a
actually
set.
really good.
What a set.
I think that saves time over jrk too.
Oh, wow. Very nice.
Looks
But
like
jrk getting out.
first try.
Classic jrk landing on the roof. Classic.
I hate landing on the roof. It is the scariest thing.
Not fun. Not fun at all.
No problem.
Alright, let's see if Maddie gets a solid Rouge here. I believe jrk did lose quite a few frames from grabbing 4 safety rings, but
He needs way more than frames.
yeah, not looking too hot. Lost about 2 seconds to jrk on the Rouge fight. Looks like jrk is kind of struggling with Eggman though.
Bit of miniature issues there, but still come away with. Got hit by the Tingers, so alright, 20's fine.
20 is solid. I would take anything around the I'd say like 15 to 20 range would be really good.
Alright, Maddie, show us the money. Ooh, does Maddie know how to get out of this? Yep. Wow, Maddie.
Solid backup. jrk with the interesting final rush, taking a really roundabout way to get to the FR skip section. Oh, accidentally falling.
I mean, I knew he was going for the rail switch version, which is what he always does, but I was not expecting him to lose gravity. Maddie getting the first part of CGS done. Maddie needs a lot more of those from jrk to come back from this.
Looks like jrk has the gravity nicely, so now all Maddie really has to hope for is for jrk to not have enough height for this attempt in final rush.
It's looking like Maddie's good to hit the goal ring. Yep, right in the middle.
Solid DGS.
Couple seconds away from seeing if jrk has enough height.
He does have the hover frames, I believe, so even if even if it looks a little bit sketchy, he still should be fine, and he does have the bounce if he ever needs it. Looks like he's going to be fine, though. I would personally bounce here right now. Yeah, there he goes. Okay.
Very easy.
Yes!
Didn't even use his hover frames.
Yep, didn't need them.
Maddie also having some issues with Eggman.
Huh.
Dies to Eggman.
Oh no! That is really unfortunate for Maddie. You do not want to see that.
Hmm. And this one is looking done because I do not expect JRK to have a few minutes of errors.
Yeah,
Shadow 2.
looks like this is going to be a wrap. Unfortunately, Maddie could never recover from that mistaken prison lane, but it was still a very solid race.
Yeah, it was anyone's game until
I am the
after CG
Game over, Shadow.
Mhm.
where JRK was wrapping it up, and he does with a 27-25. GG JRK.
Very solid time from JRK. Let's see if Maddie can wrap this up relatively quickly. Looks like is this 29? This could get a 29, I think.
Yeah, this one's up there for sure.
Yeah. Not sure what Maddie's PB is.
I knew Maddie was grinding for a sub 30 for a while. I think he's had it since then.
Looks like he's got the gravity nice. Alright, now all we have to do is wait to see if he has enough height. He did make it past that first kill plane. Not sure when he jumped off, did not look at that time. So it's just going to be a waiting game. That is kind of just how Final Rush is. It's kind of unfortunate. It is a really cool stage, but skipping it is faster.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so strong showing from JRK in his pool. He's done very well.
Yeah, very nice. Is this his last? Was this his last game?
Either last or second to last.
Um,
Maddie is gonna be a little close here, I think.
No, he's fine. He's fine. Okay. JRK has one more match, it seems.
Okay.
Yeah, 2 p.m. on Sunday. He has a match with Zane.
No problem.
Going to be a very hype match to see because I believe Zane's been doing pretty
Yeah,
good too.
Zane's been sick so far.
I think he got a 25 in one of his pools matches, which is pretty solid,
Yeah.
especially for a lower pools runner.
Mm-hmm.
Before this is over, I'll show
All right,
you the true
Maddie
power
wrapping it up.
of control.
Let's see if he gets the sub 30 at least for his troubles.
See if Maddie can bounce this one out here.
You're better than I thought.
Oh yeah, one more. Sorry.
This is the
Kind of
ultimate.
tough to get it. Hits.
Oh, you hate to see that.
No sub 30 for Maddie here, but overall still a decent
Game
showing.
over, Shadow.
30.04. That is still pretty solid.
GG, Maddie.
GG's.
Maddie seems a little upset about that finish. So maybe he doesn't have a sub 30? I'm not quite sure.
Sonic, I did
Oh,
40
it.
cents.
okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so nothing too sad there. Of course, Maddie wanted the win, but JRK just a little bit better today.
Yeah, JRK put on a pretty good show. Got around the average for the lower pools times. I see most people getting around the high 26 to low 28 range in lower pools, so still a very solid time. And yeah, obviously, credits to both of these runners. Maddie playing very close to his PB. I would say still like less than a minute off your PB is still pretty solid. And yeah, big congrats to both of these runners.
And so Maddie is now done. JRK's got one more. Maddie went 2 and 3, and it sounds like Maddie's gonna make the bracket. So that's pretty cool for a new runner of only playing a couple months now to make it into the bracket.
Yeah. Big congrats to Maddie for making it in the bracket. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this match. Next up, we have the Zephyr block. You have Zephyr versus Papa, Wagers, myself, and Jazz all in a row. So stay
wow,
tuned for
wow.
that. That is going to be super hype.
Yeah, Zether fans are popping off right now.
Yeah, best of luck to everyone involved in those races. And
Yeah, and
yeah,
good luck to you as well.
thank you very much. Alright, that's going to be me signing off. So yeah, see ya.
Yep. Stay tuned for the next match coming up shortly.